You're welcome to Simulate with Jade Solar. Today we'll be doing the nature event. Yeah, I recorded this a while back, but I have not edited or uploaded it until now. So this is the sim I'll be using. She's a teenage sim. Her name is Luma, and she would be living with her boyfriend, who we're going to be introduced to soon. I kind of really like her outfit. She's like, I wanted to just look Gen Z. That was literally what I was going with. Her dressing, like something someone who is Gen Z would wear. And I feel like I would wear everything. Like every single thing she has on, I would wear. So yeah. And I guess also having like a tattoo for fun is kind of Gen Z coded too. That's like the vibe I was going with Luma, and I kind of had fun creating these two couples. Like the nature event itself was extremely boring, but having the two of them kind of made it fun. Their relationship was just amazing. So this is Wilson, that's our boyfriend, and he's kind of like the main character, like the one that would be the nature person. But I guess they both have to like complement each other, obviously. So yeah, he's kind of like Andy. So I don't know, I just picture someone who who works out and punches and fixes stuff, and like how else would he look like? So yeah, he does have a fashion sense despite being a crafty handy sim, and I kind of really like him. He's just very easygoing. I like his traits too. I had custom content installed. Obviously, I have a lot of custom content installed, but there's this particular custom content I got from Cost Frog that like extends the trait panel, so you can add an extended amount of traits to your normal allowed sim traits. So that's why he seems to have so many traits, and I don't even know why I gave him like this comment related aspiration, but his aspiration is going to change over time. I guess since I do not know what is literally needed for the nature event, I'm just kind of like winging it. But it's very cute. I always like when the male sim is like cute. I don't know why. Okay, I do know why, but I do like it. So I'm going to do a box build real quick, and I feel like a shed. I don't know what to call it, a workshop at the back for the woodworking part of things. And I'm going to like put some background music on so that I can just build this very quickly. It's a box house, and the idea is to make it look handmade, like he crafted the entire apartment from woodworking. to have to start working on is woodworking ability or woodworking skill. I've already ordered the pizza for the side quest. Should I call it side quest? Anyway, I'm going to be calling it side quest, and I'm kind of loving how he's enjoying himself right now, as if being hysteric can't kill you. But then I also am kind of enjoying this kind of little start that he has with his girlfriend. Yeah. So why is the pizza guy still standing there on his phone? Like, guy, you've done your job. You can leave now. So yeah, I remember that I've not placed the trash can, and since I'm in build and buy, back in build and buy, I can like furnish the living room a bit, and that is exactly what I'm doing right now. So I guess I'm going to attempt to have them end their way to a furnished apartment, which I feel like should be very quickly, because she's a painter and everybody knows painting in The Sims 4 is like a get rich quick scheme. Yeah, if you watch enough Sims video, you know that. But what I love to do, if we're talking about get rich quick scheme, is gardening. And not just any gardening. Like, I'll go to gallery, obviously, and then download all these rare plants. And because I already have this game, I don't need to worry about season. So I download all these rare plants and then I plant them, and before you know it, I'm like the richest in the game. So I always kind of like purposely, if I'm going to be doing gardening, not go for the rare expensive plants, because that'll just ruin the fun. When you have too much money in The Sims 4, there's usually not anything to do with it, which is like, I wish that was my reality. I have so much money, I don't know what to do with it. But this two teenager, they have more money than I do right now, and then the game just made them richer. It's difficult to focus on what this gameplay is actually about, especially when I don't remember everything I was doing or what was going on in my head while I was doing it. But if I can be like, try to get inside my brain and imagine the things that was going on in my head while I was actually playing this gameplay, it would be, I wanted everything to look woody, like he crafted them himself, like that vanity he made them for his girlfriend, like he's that skilled, that kind of thing. I wanted it to look organic and homemade, and I also wanted to give her this, despite the fact that she wear jeans, she's still a girly girl. Like, she likes girly things, she likes cute stuff, she likes to get her makeup done and looks good. Like, she's just a girl after all. So I think those are like the things that was going on in my head, and I also wanted him to also maintain his fit body, because I feel like that was very, very important to the plot of the story as a handy person and all. And I guess I also wanted to also like get the events over with as quickly as possible, because it was very boring. Like, it, especially when you know that the stuff you're going to get from the event are not going to be all that useful. But apart from it not being all that useful, this event is old, and obviously if you did not play it while it was on, you've like missed out of all the reward you could get. But the best thing is that if you're someone who do not mind using custom content, there is, I think on Patreon, there's someone, I'm going to put it in my description, someone that did like the add-on of every event the Sims have done lately, and now you can like just get the CC for free. But this one, I do not even know what I liked about everything we got, and since it has been a while I've actually played the Sims, so I'm trying to think of something from this event that I use often that would like graceful. Apart from the woodworking table, apart from the woodworking table, I think I do use the woodworking table. I don't think there's anything else from this. I do not use the chair, I don't use the table, I do not use the toilet. So yeah, everything I ended up collecting is kind of useless, and obviously I'm not currently playing this beautiful couple anymore. So all their skills and stuff. Plus, I don't even have them saved. Like they're gone. So all the skill they gained and everything is gone too, and and that is like the reality of the Sims 4. Like you can have them you can have them like be the best sim you've ever created, and if you do not save it properly too, you're going to lose the best sims you've ever created, and that's just the reality in the Sims 4. So yeah, I think, yeah, I just wanted to like furnish the house up a little bit since I have more funds, and I also want to get a laptop too because yeah, she's been needing it. So one thing I did not want them to be doing because of how small the apartment is cooking. So I just get them a grill. So most of the cooking will be done through the grill. The inside will not really have, which is kind of like, I don't know, maybe realistic for teenagers. Unless the person personally enjoys cooking, the decision fatigue of figuring out what food to eat will make you eat out more than you cook. That's just my guesswork. But imagine if you're working, you're schooling, you are also trying to clear an imaginary quest for rewards. You would be so busy. The last thing on your mind is to also want to like figure out what to eat. So yeah, let's use that mentality. So I kind of really like the bookshelf, and I don't use it because, well, I don't have it anymore anyway. But at the point I stopped using it because I realized I like it does not mean it works for what I'm building. So it's not as if I miss it, but I kind of liked it then. Like I'm reminiscing. For a while, I kind of do not know what to say. Like, I don't know. I think my tongue got caught in my mouth, and now I'm like, oh, let's just. This is supposed to be a gameplay video. I'm not supposed to just have music playing in the background. I'm supposed to have something to say, and now I'm trying to figure out what to say. It's weird. I'm going to try and imagine that the people watching are like doing something else while this plays in the background, or not to be mean, but like maybe the person cannot see and the person still wants to enjoy the video nonetheless. I mean, it's YouTube, it's for everybody. And then I'm like, I do not know what to say. So this is my sim here. Her name is Luma. She has long red hair and she loves painting, but she's about to discover a whole lot of other things that she enjoys through the help of the nature awaits sim questioning that they do whenever they're about to release a new pack that I'm not going to buy because I only play using the base game. So if this is your first time watching my video, I apologize that it's shitty. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but I am figuring it out as we go. We're both figuring it out together, and hopefully when we eventually figure it out, we can make this more fun, more entertaining, more worth your time. Because let's be honest, this is like 1 hour 30 minutes. It's a very long video, so it should be entertaining. If there's any background noise, I apologize. Animals live here. Oh god, I'm not trying to say that to be rude, but we have like chickens, goats, dogs, so you can't tell them not to make sounds. I'm just saying. And so if you can hear that's proof that you can't tell them not to make sound. So yeah, so my sim here, Wilson, is a handy sim who also like to do all other fun creative stuff, and right now I'm supposed to be like focused on the nature calling part of thing. So I did not remember well the pack that came out after this particular nature calling quest daily tuning or weekly tuning. I do not remember the park that comes out. If anybody remember, I can help me tell. But I'm guessing fairies. But then I'm like, no, it's not fairies. But it makes sense if it is fairies. Or it could be the children. No, no, no. I think that one had to do with children from the beginning. Gosh. Anyway, it has been a while. It has really been a while. And I am kind of happy that I am not deleting this. I'm actually just posting it out there. Even if I'm the only person that end up, I'm going to try and explain what is going on. She is hungry and her energy is low. And Luma needs to work on her energy level. And then this is like the friend they both end up making, like through their teen years. And he becomes friend with the both of them. So that's like kind of like fun, right? When the two of you pick a friend and it becomes both of your friends and you both have fun. But I never actually give the three of them any activities to do together. Like, I guess because I was using to pay the initial calling, I wasn't ever interested in like them as people. Funny enough, I hardly even take my Sims on dates because I don't think there's anything fun going on while they're on dates. I'm like, you can have more fun being at home working on skill, or maybe because I do not do gameplay as much as I want to convince myself I do. I think the only time I'm really doing gameplay is when I'm playing with mods, and that is not encouraging at all, because those mods gameplay are not always stuff you can post online. That's all I'm going to say. So that's like the only time I'm doing gameplay. So the only other time I'm doing gameplay is if I'm kind of like imagining a scenario of something that happens and I'm trying to like live it out through Sims. And in this case, the scenario is supposed to be detected by the Sims team, but then it's as if everything I've been doing since the start of this video, which is crazy because we are like 30 minutes in, doesn't feel like that has anything to do with the nature callings. It feels like it's just random, me doing random stuff in between gameplay. And I guess that's why it's even more difficult to narrate, because it's like, what we should do next? I don't know. We don't know. We're all looking to find out. So I kind of really like the fact that I do like eating strawberries, and she started a planting career with strawberries, and she happened to have red there too, kind of as if there's like a unspoken agreement about strawberries, or the color red, whichever way you want to look at it. But then she also has to like harvest the plants around that, because who wants to buy seeds when you already have plants that have like sprouts around you that you can just harvest from? I feel like that seems like, perfect. It's kind of like also very useful. I remember whenever I'm playing, like trying to get my sim rich through gardening, I do always go to like parks and like have custom build placed that have the rare plants, so that I can just harvest it there instead of like putting it on my lot. And then, because I would assume that in public she can find whatever you want. Like if you go through the words enough, you can find whatever you need. There's, like they would say in my culture, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything that happens under the sun, which means by under the sun they mean in planet Earth, has already, like everything you need, under the sun has already been provided for. Like nature, Earth has provided for itself everything that you've been needing. So it's always like the same mentality I'm putting into my game here, by telling my girl, you don't need to buy any seed packs, you see it around you. And I'm kind of like random even with my audio, because like I said, this quest was done a while back and I do not remember how exactly I went about it. And I do not want to scrap this video because it took me weeks to record, and
I'm not even doing it in hope that I'm going to force it on someone to watch, but it's they're like things you can pick about it. So I'm kind of like hoping you enjoy everything you've been watching so far. Like that's my hope. So something funny happened right about now. I kind of did not realize I need to collect the reward before I can have it activated in my game. So I think I bought like a, I don't know, should I call it a jacuzzi now? I bought like a, well, like something like that, and then I could not get it to mark off my sim swimming inside. And for the weirdest reason, I could not even find the swim outfit and in my gallery. So eventually I unlocked it and I found it, and then I made my sims wear it. Then they went swimming in it, and that was how I was able to like accomplish it. Like I remember that from being troublesome. But the crazy thing is, you would wish that was like the only troublesome part of this quest and thing. I encounter other troublesome parts. Now can you see all that stress? 5 seconds. Did it? Ooh, I thought I didn't let them do this throughout the gameplay. Like I was like, they're teenagers, no. So they did. Yeah, that's what happens when you let the boy and the girl live together. And at this point, I'm like, this video is going to be too long, so I'm kind of like speeding things up, which I do not think a lot of people appreciate having videos speed up, but I have ADHD, and it is crazy of me to impose the things I like on everybody else. So I don't think I will do this again. But then why am I changing anything? Like that is perfect. That already looks handmade and it's gorgeous, and the one I unlocked. But no, I have to use the one I unlocked because what? It already looks handmade. So because what? I did a lot of changing things that do not need to change during builds in this gameplay. I guess to entertain myself, but now that I'm looking back at it, everything just looks quite excessive for no reason. This is like, I think this is me when I had to do the build, because at a point I deleted on myself. This is something I do often. I don't know why I do it, but I do delete on my saves for no reason. So I kind of made it look more gym and like woodworking and gym, and I kind of like put some random stuff there to make it look like he crafted them and just used them as decor in his, should I call it a shack now? Because it's kind of giving up that vibe of being like a shack, but in like his workplace. But now, if I'm going to do something like this again, I would not randomly put a roof and 4 panels down. I would literally just do everything in the garage. Like I would include a garage to the build. But like I said, I wanted the build to look like a box because it reminded me of that box build thing everybody was doing. And I did not have an official box build. I do not think I would need to have an official box build anymore now that I have this. So one of the things I enjoy about this is just the little constant editing I kept doing, and also the couples. Like I don't even know if there's anything about the nature event that was interesting to me, or anything I unlocked that was particularly interesting. Like I said, I think the woodworking table was like the peak of everything. But our painting, renovating their apartment, like watching the two of them be in love and coupled to each other, and that was like the best part of it. So I guess I've received a new set of quests now. So I'm guessing this is like getting close to the final week, or probably like week 3 or so. So I'm very sure that at this point I've like understood why I'm here. Like there is less doing random stuff anymore, and it's more of like just trying to get this quest done and unlock the rewards and just move on. So everything I'm actually doing is to get the quest. Like now she's catching frogs, and I'm trying to figure out something for him to also do. And I guess doing assignments is like, yeah, that's something you could also do too. So the main quest is like spend time in darkness, join the sun, and all this, like catch 2 frogs. So I'm guessing this is for ferries. Like the park that was being released during this time was the ferries park, and this is one thing about me. I do not grow up in a place where there is four seasons. I think we only have like dry and rainy season. And nowadays it's even hard to tell what makes the difference because rainy season is hot and dry season is now cold, which is like crazy. There's no water and you cannot still bath and you're dusty and dirty and look, the season here is just messed up. So maybe if I grew up in a place that had four seasons, I would be like totally cool with supernatural parks. But I do not want any supernatural parks. So even if there are future supernatural parks to come, even though I've seen fairies, I've seen people play with fairies, so I can't say even if it was at this time when everybody's still anticipating it, I was not anticipating because I do not want. It's always so weird to me when someone is trying to like portray a storyline and then one random werewolf just show up, raging off or whatever, or wolfing out or whatever. I would like the scene is trying to sleep at night and like a vampire just randomly comes for blood and stuff like that. I'm like, no, 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 no. I do not want supernatural shit. Like, I'm not even sure if I want seasons. That is how much I'm over contemplating this stuff about parks and stuff. Like, I just want the gameplay to be relatable. So now all that's left to do is to draw in the sand, and now it's like to explore that cave. And I think he had max handiness skill at this point. So whatever it is that's to do with the cave, I feel like he's going to be able to do it now. What am I feeling? So he's going to be able to do it if the quest involves going all the way. Yeah. But also, I guess doing all this event made you realize all the things they try to put in base game. Like, naturally, would I really care about this cave? No. But events like this will make you care because they have to like rack their brains for ideas of what to do, and I guess that's why they change it into login weekly, collect reward, because there is just so much of these ideas that you can come up with. It's already boring, it's already repetitive, it's already annoying, it's already like somehow unnecessary. And so how many of those ideas within 3 words where there's, I don't know, not enough? I guess with someone like me that I've literally played too many hours of just base game, I will be able to like come up with more. But then even me will get exhausted of coming up with ideas. I feel like variety really is the spice of life, because with varieties you can always come up with new ideas and stuff like that. And now they're back home after spending time in the wilderness, and I do not think I like remember much about this part, but I do know that I just finished this week event, and you think that would mean yeah, I'm done. But no, I still have like a couple things I needed them to do, because honestly I'm enjoying this couple. The both of them are great together. They have amazing compatibility, they love each other and they work well together. That's why this is interesting to me, because if I was just doing this with one team and they were not like a couple, it would be very, very tiring at this point. And honestly, I'm just happy that it's as if we're getting close to the ending. And on this week we have something related to the cave, and I just keep saying it as max the endiness cave, but I don't have any proof of that. I just know at the point like he very quickly mastered the skill from what I remember, and I guess I was creating audio based on that. Not like I was really paying attention. At this point I probably have a lot of information mixed up. So now I'm traveling with that. Yes, the only place we can go to is the desert bloom. Ooh, I love what I did with the desert bloom, in this safe. Like, it took me so many hours, but I hope. That is not the desert bloom. That's not the one I custom created. I guess maybe in another gameplay I would like show you that one. But I loved that one. Like, it was everything. And now I'm bringing him over because we have questing to do. Not this disabling. It's disabling. I thought that was disabling that was in the gameplay. I did not know. I did not know this was just the basic base game disabling variation. I was expecting my variation, and now it's about to explore the caves, which makes sense when you are like doing stuff like this, because sometimes when you change venues of things, it impacts the way the game reads it, and so it makes it difficult sometimes to finish some particular code. That's why I'm always using new saves. I think I've encountered that problem before that made me realize, ooh, I really need to be using new saves for stuff like this, and that's what I did. So in the first try I didn't get it, but then the second try I think I got it. And prepare to visit the amazing, imaginary, beautiful, wonderful world of... I literally said all those speech thinking I'm going to be teleported there now. The crazy thing is, I should rewatch this video to know the option I finally went for. But I know if you're really going to go there, you have to climb down something. So travel to, yeah. And you only need to do this once. Like the next time you can just directly travel there. You only need to go to the window once. And now it's asking me to take picture. Of course it's asking me to take picture. Like there is not that much story to it, so you have to make the picture. But come on, the crystal makes it nice, and it's like giving a peek into a world, this Shazam or the alien planet would kind of like follow the same kind of concept, or should I say graphics. I don't know what to call it, but in a way it's like, hey, in this game you can see, I guess we want to kind of like build a story around that, and you do not have the packs, and you're like me who wants to build a story around a lot of things but do not have the packs, but watch too many videos, that now she's like talking like an expert when she really does not have the packs. And now let's focus back on questions, because obviously if there's anything I've been doing in this video is to not say anything I'm asked to do and just randomly talk. And now he's going to like share his discovery with her with a kiss. That is not what I asked you to do. Yeah. And and he's getting satisfaction points from just interacting with her. Like, you guys are still young adults. You have no business being this cute together. But I'm doing that thing where I get distracted doing other things and not focus on what I'm supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be crafting right about now, but instead it's spraying bugs and I guess digging. Can you see? I don't know why I do stuff like this. Anyway, I'm coughing a bit because I had something dry, and like my mouth is my mouth or my throat is kind of dry, but it's finally into crafting now, and very soon it's going to do the word again. I do not have the pack. So yeah, I think that's like the last thing for him to do, and then he can like use the toilet obviously, but she can just have fun with her painting, which are lovely by the way. And then it's the next morning, or the sun is out, whichever I want to say. But yeah, there's nothing to collect here, and all that's left to do is save the game and go to build, and while in build get the toilet and have the toilet tested. And that is how I chose to have the toilet tested. I mean, this is how I chose to have the toilet tested. That is the proper way to test things out. The Sims 4 approved way of testing things out. I don't know why the question was thinking. But can you see, now I'm done for the week. And I'm just going to like, those pictures I took the other time. So this is what I do when I'm done for the week. I still try and make the game look more homey, and like I do my own stuff with it. Like I just enjoy myself whenever I know I have to do something with the Sims 4. Like I just go all the way to enjoy myself, and that is what I'm very happy about sharing, because then at least one other person is seeing me enjoying myself. And now I think we are on again. And guess what's going to happen? My sim is about to age up. Let me unpause it and have him age up. And I'm going to travel with that. So yeah, I don't know. I do not remember which aspiration I picked. It reminds me of me forgetting that these things are called aspiration. And I forgot what I said. I was trying to be personality trait. Oh god. Okay, so now that is a full grown adult, he can have a baby with her. If they both agree that that's what they want to do now, and obviously we have to age her up like as quickly as possible. We can't have anything ruin their romance. I don't even know what a teenage bar is like. Barely they're like, oh yeah, I think this is what happened. This is actually the part where I think I kind of like lost all my saves again. Yeah. So now I have my modded version of the pack that I was saying that I enjoyed. So this is what it looks like the mini tour. And honestly, I really hope you enjoyed it though. Ooh, the picture is kind of like a welcome. But they can't hit it, so it's going to go bad and stuff like that. Anyway, so now that I've showed you the pack, let's just finish this. Like at this point, I apologize if the speed of the video is like crazy, but at the same time, this is like, I don't even know how many weeks this went on for, but this is like, my voice is literally dry and gone at this point, and I'm like, I need to like stay locked in now. So this is me locked in, giving you the best audio of the century. I renovated the house. It's no longer a box build. It is now a house. They are no longer teenagers. They are now young adults. And now the quest is requiring that I have this fairy tree teeny that you have to gather like fruits that looks like egg for, in order to grow it into a tree. And then when you explore the tree, you can get, it's not a growth fruit. It's like, I don't know if it's called a growth fruit, but you get a fruit that lets you become a plant sim. So it's like, plant simming related thing, which reminds me of the last time I played with plant sim. So it's like very good. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of overcuts, so it doesn't matter. And then he needs to go talk to this beautiful girl. She's like very good looking, and ask her some questions. Like randomly walk up to her and ask her some questions, just to go and having a conversation, nothing serious. And she's just going to be painting, that is so okay. She's the one with the egg. I'm like, she giving me a egg. And I told you, the gallery has everything you need. And see, I go. Now, this is the thing that took me forever with this quest. I guess I did not understand the instruction. I did not understand the instruction. So I was like doing everything wrong. I was like spending a unnecessary amount of time trying to finish this quest when what I needed to do was so simple. And then the most insane thing happened. The time when I eventually figured out what I was doing wrong and what I'm supposed to do, I did not record it, because at that point I was done. So yeah, so you could not see me actively finishing this quest, because I was just done with trying to record and trying to finish the quest, and I think it happened so randomly and by accident that I can't like go back in time. Oh, I can't like let me not save it. I don't know if I saved it or not. It doesn't even matter because I do not even have that gameplay anymore. So, but I did not record it. That is the part that matters, and it's kind of about that I did not record it. But like I said, the quest is gone, long gone. There've been others after it, and if there's anything you miss, there's a CC creator somewhere that got you. Like the person has everything that was unlocked, and you can just have it added through CC. And if you're the type that I do not use CC, I do not know what else to say. But thank you very much if you watched to the end of this video. Thank you so much.